Alright, so if you want to buy a phone for around 30,000, the confusion level is here. Because there are tons of options. Samsung S23 FE or Moto Edge 50 Pro, Poco X6 Pro or Infinix Z9, Nothing Phone 2 or Redmi Note 13 Pro. Plus with the Amazon and Flipkart sale, our confusion from here goes to here. Like, are the discounts really genuine? Which phone should you buy? Well, worry not. TechWiser has done the homework for you guys. Best smartphone deals you should know under 30,000. And we'll also mention the smartphone deals that are old and you should definitely avoid. Now, before we begin, two things. Number one, we have used all the phones that we'll mention. Videos are up on the channel. If you want to check out, you can check that out. So we'll be speaking from a more practical experience. And number two, we'll be mentioning the discounted price without card or bank offers. So technically, the prices can go down if you have the correct card. Use it if you have it. First up is the performance champ, the Poco X6 Pro. Now usually it sells for 25,999, but it would be available for around 23,000 rupees. This comes with MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra, and this is the phone to get if your priority is gaming. Like, see here, the Antutu score is way higher than any other phone in the same price. Plus you get gaming specific features like frame interpolation, which adds artificial frame. Like we played Genshin Impact, it gave us smooth 60 FPS. Besides this, the phone also has good display, stereo speakers and all of that. So watching videos and movies all will be just fine. The only thing about Poco X6 Pro is the camera. Like right now, after the update, the skin tone has gotten better, but overall the camera is kind of average. Now I read it in comments and on Twitter that Poco X6 Pro has some battery drain issues. Well, we have daily driven the phone for some time now, and if you see at the graph, I didn't face any such battery drain issues. So maybe it has been fixed with the latest software update. Overall, if gaming is your priority, then the Poco X6 Pro at 23,000 is a steal deal. Next up is Sayan's daily driver now, the Moto Edge 50 Pro. We are working on a full review of that video, so stay subscribed for that. But this phone usually sells for around 30,999, but during the sales it will be at 27,999. For that price, this phone has some really unique features. IP68, check. Curved display, check. Wireless charging, check. Those are all there. But the best part of this phone, I believe, is actually the camera. Have a look at these photos. The color, sharpness and all are very nice. Like we clicked a few portrait shots, the background blur, edge detection, HDR and all are spot on. Like for years, the biggest drawback of Motorola was camera, but with the Edge 50 Pro, they have fixed it. Oh, and it also does 4K selfie video. Another plus point of Motorola phone is actually the software. Like you get a lot of extra features here too. You can use your mobile as a webcam, you have secure folder, you can even use your TV as a wireless desktop with Ready For. Like people usually think of Motorola software as stock Android, but currently it is much more than stock Android. The only thing to mention here is software update. Motorola has a history of giving slow updates, so we'll just have to wait and see if that changes with the Edge 50 Pro, but that's there. That's my job to mention. Another great phone going on sale would be Infinix Z9. Now this usually sells around 21,000, but during sales it will sell around 18,000. And the biggest selling point for this phone is the performance you get at this price point. But here let me demonstrate. This is the Nothing Phone 2A. Same price. I'll have the same file on both the phones, and I'll add a black and white filter and export the files at the same time. See, it is faster on the Infinix Z9. And this performance even reflects in gaming. Like at this price point, I was happy with the gaming performance. Like see, it has this motion control here. It has 4D vibration. So whenever I fire, there's this haptic feedback. Also, one thing to mention here is the main camera takes good pictures. Like the photos are sharp, colorful, and all of that is there. But you don't get any ultra wide angle camera, which could be a turn off for a few people, but I would still say a good main camera is better than a main camera and an ultra wide angle camera. Next up, we have the Nothing Phone 2. Now usually it sells for 34,999, but during the sale it will be available for under 30,000, and at that price this phone has some impressive features. Like we have all heard about the glyph interface. It makes the phone look unique, it is fun, and importantly it is also functional. But another advantage of the Nothing Phone 2 is the software. Like you are getting Nothing OS, which is clean, no bloatware, and I like this. You can add widgets on the lock screen, so it is cool plus functional. Also, it recently got an update which lets you add ChatGPT widget on the home screen. Besides this, you also get extra flagship level features too, like wireless plus reverse wireless charging. Now there are two things which I must mention regarding the Nothing Phone 2. First, this phone came out in 2022, so technically it will only get one more year of update. And second, the camera is a bit inconsistent. Like sometimes it clicks great photos, 7 out of 10 times, but those 1 or 2 times it's not that great. Another Nothing phone is the Phone 2A. Usually it sells around 24,000, but during the sales it will be available at around 19,000. And at that price, this phone has some standout features. Like, yes, this. Like it has all the advantage of the previous Nothing Phone 2. You also get a functional glyph light now, clean and minimal software. Plus this launched in 2024, so you will get Android updates for 3 more years. Even the camera for this price is average. Like outdoors during daytime, the photos look good, they are sharp, skin tone is decent. The only thing that bugs me here, it doesn't come with a charger in the box, so you might have have to buy a charger separately, as well as when you charge it, I've rarely seen it touch 45 watt. Other than that, the phone is pretty good for 19,000. Now, along with these good smartphone deals, there are some smartphones that you shouldn't buy in this sale no matter what. Number one is the Samsung S21 FE, because frankly, this phone launched in 2021, so by 2024 standards, it is old. Like, this phone will probably be under 25 to 30,000. What I would recommend is get the S23 FE at 35,000, better option. Number two is the Samsung S22, and the reason I would avoid it is the processor. It has Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which was famous for hitting. Plus, the size of the S22 adds to the throttling issue. As a result, the phone runs hot and the battery life is below average. What I would recommend is get S23, which will be around 45,000 during the sale. And the third phone to avoid would be Google Pixel 7a. This also has the same issue. Like, if you're watching reels for 10 minutes on mobile data, it starts to throttle. Basically, Pixel phones and Desi Indian heat doesn't mix well. Also, battery life is below average. Also, there's Z Flip 3, which is selling around 35,000. I mean, it might be the cheapest foldable available in the market right now, but I would still recommend skip on it because the battery life is not that great. Plus, with the Z Flip 4 and Z Flip 5, there are major improvements. So yeah, that was our take on which phones you should buy out for and which one you should avoid. Did we miss out on any? Let us know in the comment section. Also, what are you planning to buy this sale? Tell us. It can be anything: phone, laptop, headphones, smartwatch, TWS, anything. Maybe we'll buy it, review it, and give you a shout out. On that note, this is Pratik signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew pew.